Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashwika. Welcome to Global Art Magazine pay channel where we make content for artists and creative entrepreneurs talking about the various print-on-demand websites, online art business ideas, and a little bit about the online entrepreneurship. In today's video, guys, I'm gonna tell you that how to get started with a digital magazine or how to get started with digital product making, and then how to get money by it, and what are the different ways in which you can monetize your digital product. Maybe it is a digital magazine or digital planner or tracker and all those things, and how to monetize it and how to build up. So I'm gonna just walk you through all those things in this video. So if you're interested in that, then let's get started with that. Now guys, from few days or maybe a week or so, I've been experimenting with YouTube Shorts. Like I was just making short videos, less than 60 seconds or less than 40 seconds on the YouTube Shorts, because YouTube introduced this new feature maybe like 2 or 3 months back only, and it's kind of like a TikTok short videos or maybe type of an Instagram Reels, where it's just like a short video with just a vertical video instead of that horizontal video. So I'm experimenting with YouTube Shorts, guys, and if you have any question related to print on demand journey, related to any online business journey, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll gonna answer those questions via these YouTube Shorts, because answering these questions via the YouTube Shorts is really amazing, and I really love doing it. And also in this way I can help you answer your questions, and I can explain to you in less than 60 seconds via those YouTube Shorts. So if you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. I'll gonna answer all those questions via the YouTube Shorts, making a short videos on that question and then publishing in the YouTube Shorts section of the YouTube. So I'm gonna do with all those things. Like recently only I was getting a comment, and there was one question asking me the difference between the bleed and the margins of the KDP and all that. So I thought like maybe I can answer them via in the comments as well, but then I thought that maybe it would be better if I can explain that term in a video, and that video need not to be like 10 minutes or 15 minutes long. That video can be like 16 seconds or no, less than 60 seconds, and I can clearly explain the answer to that question in that 60 seconds, so that it would be more easy for you, it would be more comfortable for you to access that information via the short video. So if you have any question, I'm gonna answer them via the YouTube Shorts and in the comment section as well. So this is the new way, and I'm finding really exciting to do that. So if you have anything to say about it, let me know in the comment section below. Okay guys, now moving on to the main part of the video, because this is the for which you have clicked for this video, is how to get started with your digital product or digital magazine, and then how you can monetize it so that you can earn money by selling it online, or there are the various different ways in which you can monetize it. Now first of all guys, the main thing before starting with any digital product is you need to do your research. Like when I was getting started with my own digital magazine, I did a little bit of the research, seeing what actually there on the market, what people are actually buying into, what is your niche, what is your industry you want to go for. Then the one big tool I want to tell you to do your research is the Etsy. Etsy has a big market on for the digital products. You can literally go over to the Etsy and see what people are selling in these digital products, what they actually look like, what the customers are telling them, read their reviews, and get an idea what exactly people are into buying these digital products and what value you can provide them while making these digital products. The first step is the research. You need to do it, guys. I can't give you your research for you. This is a thing that every entrepreneur need to do that before actually starting with their own online business idea or anything like that. So that is the first step, is to do research. The second tip that I have for you is pick up a niche or pick up an industry. Like there are the various different ways in which you can make these digital products. If you want to go with the digital magazine, then you can see the digital magazine in the travel industry, in the beauty industry, in the business, in the print on demand, in the various fashion industry, in the lifestyle, in the blog, in the clothing, in the art. Like there are so many magazines out there in various different industries, in various different niches. So you can look out what's your interested, what's your passion, what's your hobby, and then pick up that particular niche or that particular industry. And then the another thing you need to do, you can go out onto the Issuu Issuu. I'm putting the link of this website description box below. The Issuu and Yumpu are an amazing way in which you can look out what other people are making what is the format of the digital magazine, related to any niches or any industry if you have an idea about it, and you can go out and check that what's their template is there, what type of content they are having, how many pages is there, what type of fonts they are using, what type of graphic styles, and you can literally go over to them and check these digital magazine in various different niches, and then decide that you need to get started with this digital magazine. This is your niche, this is your industry, you have picked up and you have did your research. Now moving on to the tools, what tools we need to require to make these digital product or make these digital magazine. Now guys, the professional tools out there to create these digital products, to create these digital magazine are the Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop. All these are professional tools. Of course, they are not free. You need to pay for using them, maybe a monthly membership or a yearly membership, depending on whatever platform or whatever software you are using it. So these are the professional ones. If you don't have money and you're thinking of using some free one, then you can go with the Canva. You can also go with the PowerPoint. You can also create in the Google Docs, or even in your Microsoft Word. You can also go for that as well. So there are the various different tools. So depending upon your budget, depending upon your choice, your thing, you can go with that particular tool. If you want to go with the paid tool, go with the Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator. But if you don't want to go that, then obviously go with the Canva. Then another one is the Trello. Then go with the PowerPoint, then the Microsoft Word or the Google Docs. There are various different ways in which you can do it. So now you have your tools, your niche, your industry, and you have exactly decided what you want to make and all that. So now picking up the tools, so that we have pick up the tools, and now we need to proceed with actually making this digital product or digital magazines. Another thing you need to decide is the content, guys. You have picked up the tool, you did your research, you did your industry and all that. Now the content, and what is your frequency of producing that type of digital product. If you're going for the digital magazine, then what your magazine will actually going to contain, and like what would be the frequency, whether you're going to publish each magazine every month, or maybe once in every 3 months, or once in every 4 months, depending on your choice, depending on how much you can provide value to the people and all that. So you need to decide what is your content, and then you need to decide your frequency. That is for the digital magazine. Even if you are going with the digital planners or trackers, then also you need to decide like how many products you're gonna make, and how long, how would be your frequency actually going to look like, whether you're gonna make a digital planner pack in a 1 month, or maybe in 2 months, maybe in every 3 months, maybe twice a year, 4 times a year, like depending on whatever choice you have. So you need to decide that before actually going into making that and all those things. You need to have your own plan of getting started with that before actually taking and actually publishing it and all that, so that you would be clear on exactly what you are doing with that and how you want to do with that. Now guys, related to the My Magazine, I'm going to give you a little bit about the intro. That My Magazine, art digital magazine, now we have the magazine published each and every 3 months. So I have like 4 magazine editions each year. So that's the frequency that I have choose for my art magazine. But apart from that, I'm also starting with the art business magazine and art tips magazine. That would be really an add-on to this main magazine. So I would be publishing it like twice a year of this art business and twice a year of this art tips magazine and all that. So that's how I decided with my frequency. So I'm going to release my first art business magazine in February 2020 of this year. So that's all you need. That's how you need to prepare for these digital product, for this digital magazine, so that you can be aware of that and you know exactly at what time you need to do what and how to proceed with that, so that you would be having a clear-cut plan. Obviously, you don't need to make a 5 years plan or a 10 years plan or anything like that. No guys, just make it a rough plan exactly how you're going to proceed with that. And yeah, another tip I have for you guys is decide who is your ideal customer. Like, what is your ideal customer look like? For me, for my own art magazine, it's particularly related to the struggling and the aspiring artist who are looking for getting started with their own art and who are finding difficulties in getting started with that, related to the art business, related to starting with the drawing, painting and all that. So my magazine is catering to those ideal customers. So what is your ideal target customers? Who is the group of the people who you're gonna provide value to. Suppose if you are making a digital planner and you are thinking that you need to provide this digital planner to all the people around it, no, it doesn't work that way. You need to find a particular group of the people that you're going to serve with your digital product, and you need to be a particular group of people, whether it's male, female, what their age group, whether they are married, they're single, or they're in a relationship, what are their hobbies, what are their pain points, what are their interests. You need to have a picture paper clear cut mindset related to your ideal customer. For me, my ideal customer for my own magazine was me in the very beginning, because I was getting started with the art field and I was really having no idea what I'm doing it. So I was struggling it. So I can picturize myself as my ideal customer when I was getting started with my own art magazine. So you need to find that ideal customer and take a piece of paper, guys, and literally write down who is your ideal customer, whether it's particular gender group, whether it's particular related to age group, whether they are school person, like the kids going to the school, whether they are college person, whether the person who going for the job, whether it's for the mom, whether it's for particular profession. Like, who is your target customer? What are their interests? What are their hobbies? What are their pain points? What are the things that they actually enjoy doing? So that it would be more easy for you to push your product in front of those ideal customers, and it would be easy for you to land the customers for your digital products. Because if you don't know who is your ideal customer, then how you gonna serve them? Like, I want to give you a little bit of the example for that there was one idea, like a digital course, an online course is also a form of a digital product based idea or based business or whatever you can say. And like I was seeing some people like just making a course and they don't know who's their ideal customer, who's their ideal audience is. And when they launched that course, everybody was joining that course and they would be getting bad reviews about that course because the people who were joining into that course were not their ideal customer. So obviously they would be like, it's not for me, why have I joined it? So they would be giving bad reviews for your digital products. If you are making like a course related to the starting with an online business, and there could be the many stages of starting with the online business, it could be beginner level, it could be a medium, advanced, so on. So if you are catering particularly to the ideal customer for the beginners level who are starting with their online businesses, then you would be able to know that you are serving them and how you're going to serve them and all that. So be very specific with your ideal customer, what actually they look like, what is their avatar, and all those things. Take a piece of paper and write it down, each and everything related to it. Now guys, you did your own research, you have your industry, you have your ideal customer, you have decided what the product you're gonna make, you have decided your content, you have also have the tools. Now you need to actually make them, and before making them you need to decide where you're gonna sell that product, whether you're gonna sell onto these third-party websites like on the Etsy, the Creative Market, the Creative Fabrica, Hungry JPEG, or whether you're gonna sell on your own website like the Shopify or the Wix or the Squarespace, like where you're gonna sell this digital products. If you are making the digital product like a digital course and an online course, then obviously you'll be using the Thinkific, Kajabi or Teachable for selling your courses, or there could be your own website or could be any other platform to sell those things. So you need to decide which platform you need to choose for selling your digital products. It could be an Etsy, it could be, you can also use the Gumroad as well. It's free and paid option as well. Whether you want to go with the free, whether you want to go with the paid, it's depending on your choice. But you need to decide where you're going to sell your products. For me guys, I was starting with my own digital magazine and I choose the Gumroad to sell my product because at that time I was starting with completely $0. So I wasn't having any money to actually invest in making my or building my own art magazine website. So I started with the Gumroad. And then slowly when I was getting money and getting sales from my magazine, I then reinvesting into my building up my own website and going for the paid tools, going for the Photoshop and all those things guys. But you need to have some sort of a platform where you're gonna sell your digital product, whether you want to see that there are people actually buying that digital product or not. If you're going for the Etsy, then Etsy is a big market for the digital products and you can very well go for that guys. And also if you're making with the digital magazine, then you can sell your digital magazine on Issuu as well, on Yumpu as well, because people are actually going on those platforms to read the digital magazine. So you can host your digital product on these third-party website as well or on your website as well, depending on your own choice. Another step, guys, you want to do with that is start with your own social media page. Like if you're starting with your digital product, starting with your digital magazine, I would say that start with a social media followings, like on the Instagram, on the Facebook, on the TikTok, or maybe on the Pinterest or on the YouTube. Like start with on these social media platform and start advertising or start talking to your ideal customer on these platform. Facebook groups are really an ideal way to get most of the customers, because if you are going into the coaching business, then Facebook groups is a gem for you. So I would say start making your social media profile right now before actually making the product, and seeing what people are into it, and talk to your ideal customers before making this product and what they want to expect from your product and all that, which are really going to help you a lot in starting with this digital product. And really also, guys, now many of you guys would be getting started with the Etsy selling the digital product. Now you would be thinking that when I'm selling my digital product on the Etsy, why do I need to have an Instagram following? Like Etsy is a marketplace and people actually go for purchasing on the Etsy. So why do I need these Instagram page and all that? Let me tell you guys, why do you need that? Because Etsy is a third party website. It's not your own website. So if in the future you want to sell your digital product on your own website, then you need to have your own customers. So it's not that at that moment when you would be starting with your own website, then you would be having your customer or something like that. You need to start on the deep end itself. So I would say that probably it would be more easy for you to get more sales on the Etsy also, or even on your website, if you have a social media followings, or if you have some subscribers, some follower, or some email list people or something like that. So it's better way to invest in these things in the organic, because it's free and you don't need to go for the paid ads if you don't want to go with that, and you would be getting some followers, some subscribers, or some people on your email list. For those who, when you actually launch your digital product, then they would be ready to actually purchase your digital product. Another tip I have for you guys is start collecting people emails. Now emails are another amazing way to sell a product. If you want to see that many big companies are actually sending the emails to their customers on the Black Friday or on the sales, or when they are launching any product, and in that way they are found on the email list as well, and they have huge email list, and they are actually selling to those people on their email list. So start collecting email list. And how you gonna collect it? You need to provide value to the people. And well guys, I just forgot to record the outro. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. See you for the next time, guys. Take care. Bye.